Welcome back to Ninja Warrior Roblox. I apologize about what happened last time. I'm going to start locking my doors from now on. But anyway, let's get back to the action. We're halfway through Stage 1. We're going to see another 25 competitors take on Stage 1 today. We head down to the courts, where Part 3 is about to begin. First runner of the day is Ninja Warrior Dude 579, making his second appearance. Made his debut in the last tournament. I believe he fell in the hanging orbs. If not, I don't care right now. Anyway, onto the step pillar, doing very nicely. And he's past it, onto the rolling boulder. Yeah, last time I had a little interruption, but like I said, I'm going to start locking my doors from now on. Hopefully they won't get me again. But enough about that, onto this, and he's out in the hanging orbs. Slips on the fourth orb. Anyway, next up is veteran Osakazuma, making his fourth appearance. He last appeared in Tournament 9. Fell in the jumping spider that tournament. And so far he's doing well, and onto the rolling boulder. He failed this in the past. Did in his last appearance, but can he do it? No! He misses the dismount from the boulder rolling off the track. Bad luck to him. Next up is newcomer Flagulo. No one cares. And he's past the step pillar onto the rolling boulder. He's still playing King of the Newts. They think they're newts. Anyway, he can't get the boulder rolling, so he decided to regen it. I guess it's a smart move, but it does waste time. But he's got it rolling now, and he fails at this hunt anyway. All that mounted to nothing. Next up is Coffee Mug 20013, and apparently he's buffed Santa. Anyway, he debuted in the last tournament, and he fell on the step pillar, which he's just now attempting after wasting about 7 seconds of posing for the camera. Anyway. Oh, and he fails, jumping to the pillar, jumping at the wrong angle. Anyway, next up is Surf City, making his third appearance, and he's failed the first obstacle in his first 2 appearances. Including this, which he failed in the last tournament. I like that helmet he's wearing. That's a really nice looking helmet. Kinda looks like something from Skyrim. Anyway, he's taking his time making a jump to the pillar, and he's just barely cleared the first obstacle. So no matter what happens, he's made his personal best. Onto the rolling boulder, rolling nicely, and he's past it. Onto the hanging orbs. Though, looking at the clock, he is going pretty slow. If he wants to beat Stage 1, he may have to pick up the pace a bit. Though I guess he just wants to see how far he can get before the time runs out. Oh, and there it is. He's failed the jump to the 5th orb. Next up is Fluffy Tails 2011, the former Roblox Ninja Warrior man. Now the Roblox Ninja Warrior Live man. So he technically revived RNW, but not the way it originally was. Anyway, and he undershoots the jump to the pillar. Bad luck to the Fluffster. Next up is Lazy Bomb 123, who's failed to beat the first obstacle since Tournament 7. And his 7th appearance. Yeah, last time he failed like the first jump or something. And he fails the first obstacle for the 4th tournament in a row. Bad luck, Lazy. Maybe one of these days you'll put on an impressive performance. Just not today. Anyway, now on to AJ Rocks 13, making his 3rd appearance. On his debut in Tournament 9, he dressed up as Spider-Man, assumingly in honor of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie, which I didn't like, by the way, and failed the first obstacle. Last tournament, he cleared the first obstacle, only to fall on the 3rd obstacle, the spinning bridge. That obstacle is in this tournament, so maybe he'll improve from last time. But he's onto the jumping spider, so no matter what happens from here on out, AJ has achieved a new personal best. Onto the glass section of the jumping spider, or the walk section, whatever. One shot to go for his cleared, but he undershoots it, didn't get a good running jump. Following that, 4 more competitors took on the course. 2 of them fell on the step pillar, while 2 more went out on the jumping spider, which means now 12 have run today, and there's still 13 left to go. Next up is Kenji Takahashi. Kenji Takahashi is taking on the course for his 5th time. On his debut in Tournament 7, he did very well by not only becoming one of many to clear Stage 1, but by also clearing Stage 2 with the fastest time. Unfortunately in Stage 3, he made one mistake on the first obstacle and paid the penalty. That was his only real success on this course, as he then failed the first stage for 3 straight tournaments, including the last tournament where he failed the 3rd obstacle, earliest he ever failed Stage 1 so far. But with those tournaments gone by, and his internal wounds heal, can he finally get back to Stage 2 and retain his impressive performance from the past? Well, let's find out. Yeah, he attained his personal worst in the last tournament, but he's still a veteran considering that he did impressively on his debut in Tournament 7, and went fast through the step pillar onto the rolling boulder. And passed it, facing it forward. Hanging orbs now. He got through this in the last tournament, can do it again. Yes! And he's going at a really fast pace. Not wasting any time now, he's going to get through this as quickly as he can. I'll assume he'll try to take as much time as he can to get past the jumping spider. One jump to go, and he's past it. Well, now he is. Yeah, he got through that in Tournament 9, there was kind of little no doubt that he could have gotten past it this time. But anyway, reverse jump hang. Whoa! That's an interesting technique. But he's past the reverse jump hang onto the warp wall. Still got 40 seconds left. Under 40 seconds. And he's up on it in 3, regenerating the butterfly wall. Alright, taking his time to jump across it. He's past it onto the ramp climb. This is looking really well for Kenji. It looks like he's close. Onto the lumberjack climb. Gotta climb. And in, up. And he's gonna do it. Kenji's gonna clear the first stage with 13.5 seconds. That is, well, he's still technically crossed the finish line, so that is a legit clear. Interesting how he finished it up, but anyway, he looked very impressive throughout the entire course, getting past the rolling boulder and the jumping spider with plenty of time. He did take his time preparing for that last jump, and it paid off. Took 3 attempts to get up the warp wall, but from that point, it's smooth sailing for Kenji. And he managed to clear with the second fastest time so far, and he will be advancing to Stage 2 for the first time since Tournament 7. Next up is Yvonne. Unlike Kagon's Rock, who got to the rising steeples, this female got to the warp wall and timed up there. She went pretty slow through on the course though, so that had one thing to do with it. But nonetheless, she still finished in 15th place. Let's see how she does on her second attempt on the rolling boulder. Oh, it's starting to roll without her. Oh, but she doesn't regen it! She tries to go to the boulder, but she's touched a track and she is disqualified. Oh, look at the replay. Yeah, she ended up accidentally pushing the boulder for it and tried to jump for it, but instead, she ended up touching the track instead of trying to regen it. And she is out as of the qualification. That's a sad way to go out. Anyway, now we're on to Mario & Luigi 927. Something I got wrong in the last tournament. I said last time that he was a newcomer, in Tournament 10. But after the episode was up, a few people reminded me that he actually made his debut in Tournament 7. And after ravaging over my notes, they were right. So I don't goof there. And he's failed on the rolling boulder. That was actually his third attempt at the course, not his second. Anyway, we're on to DGSQZXY. If you remember her, she had an interesting fail on the broken windmill of Tournament 6, and failed to step in corners, not once, but twice. First time in our debut in Tournament 4, and the second on the last tournament, Tournament 10. Neither of those obstacles are in this tournament, so let's see if the outcome will be any different. Well, she's on to the walk section of the jumping spider, shows she's doing well. It's not a personal best yet. That'll have to be if she gets past the reverse jump hang. Oh, and she undershoots the last jump to the jumping spider. Oh well. Now we're on to Seba's Awesome 3! Better on this course, he made his debut in Tournament 2, failed Stage 3, returned to Tournament 3, failed Stage 1, took a 4-tournament gap, and failed Stage 1 again. Now he's back for another 4-tournament. After another 4-tournament gap, but he's failed the step pillar. Bad luck to Sebas. Now we're on to Robahedrons. If you exclude him from the bonus runs in the last tournament, this is the longest gap in Ninja Warrior Roblox history a competitor has taken to return. On his debut though, he was fast-forwarded. But not this time, you get to see his full run, which is him speeding through the course. Already 20 seconds in, he's already down to the jumping spider. Alright, 1 jump to go. Yep, taking his time to play his jump. He knows he gotta get a running jump to get past this obstacle. Oh, and after all that, he slips off. Now we're on to Skyline James. Did a smart thing by getting back to the start before the timer started, otherwise he would have had a false start and lost some precious seconds. Anyway, last time he got up to the 5th obstacle. Oh, what's this? He's on the step pillar. Wow, he's failed a dismount of all places. Bounces off it. That is a depressing way to go out. 5 runners left to go. I guess you can say that. Anyway, on to an epic Reshiram. His first 2 tournaments, he was Mutant Reshiram 47. In Tournament 9, he changed his name to an epic Reshiram, and has been that way ever since. He's on to the Hanging Orbs now. This took him out in the last tournament. This was the second obstacle in the last tournament. And he's passed it. Now on to the Jumping Spider, and he's out immediately. Now we're on to the Cookie Gamer 101, formerly known as Full House Joey, making his 8th appearance. Yeah, he hasn't exactly been showing his rank as a veteran since Tournament 4. Let's see if he... No! Wow, he's undershot the jump to the 4th step. That's depressing. Farewell, Cookie. Next up is newcomer... I don't believe this. LOL Day 6. We already had a LOL Day 1. Isn't that enough? These damn kids and their technology, destroying their creativity. They seriously have no creativity whatsoever these days. Having to steal people's name, but just to make it self-original by changing the number. Or a certain letter. Well, anyway, he's onto the Jumping Spider. And he's passed it. Onto the reverse jump hang. Ooh, and just barely catches onto the second net. Onto the warp wall now, under 40 seconds. And he's up on in 1, onto the butterfly wall. Yep, gonna regen it, because he knows if he takes it on now, he is likely to fail it. And he has passed it, onto the ramp climb. Rushes in, and he fails. Yep, that's what happens if you rush the ramp climb, you're gonna fall at some point. It's not meant to be rushed at. Anyway, we got 3 runners left to go today. Let's see, will any of them become clear number 4? Well, I have confidence in the next one doing so, because it is returning veteran Aussie Bro. Aussie Bro is one of the best competitors on this course. With the exception of Tournament 8, he's competed in every single tournament, and made him name for himself. I don't know what that is exactly, but I call him the Speed Demon. Throughout his career, he's had mixed results, which usually result in him falling on the first stage, last time being in Tournament 9 on the first jump hang, or falling on the second stage, last time being in the last tournament on the Dancing Stones. But with all the training Aussie has put into this course, will he finally get back to the 3rd stage for the first time in 8 tournaments? Let's find out. Yes, as you can see, he is 5 for 9 on this stage. Oh, and it appears he's already having a confidence problem. That will not bode him well. Anyway, the Speed Team, because he tends to go fast on this course, no matter how dangerous the obstacle. But he knows when to slow down on certain obstacles, so I will give him that much. Alright, onto the Hanging Orbs. He's passed it. Jumping Spider. Oh no! Oh, he's failed to jump to the walk section, and Aussie is out. Look at the replay. He was going really well throughout the course, showing us a traditional Speed Demon style. Whatever. But on the Jumping Spider, he just didn't take his time, and he's undershot it. And Aussie Pro is out on the first stage again. Farewell, Aussie. Well, moving on from that, we're on to newcomer Renato of Roblox, and he's out immediately. Last run of the day is the Interesting Man, who last appeared in Tournament 9. This is his 3rd appearance. Now, before you start saying in the comment section that this should be his 4th time, no, the Interesting Man made his debut in Tournament 6, but then, in Tournament 8, there was a newcomer by the name of the Interesting Guy. There's a difference. The Interesting Man returned in Tournament 9, and has now returned again after a 1 tournament hiatus. Anyway, on the Hanging Orbs, yep, saving himself, and what the heck was that? On the Jumping Spider, and he's out. That gets our WTF moment of the day, where he safe jumped so many times on the Hanging Orbs, and then that rolling purple boulder came out of nowhere, planned his jump for the Jumping Spider, and it looked like he had it, but he bounced off, and he was eliminated. Well, out of the 75 who ran so far, only 3 have managed to clear the first stage. We still have 20 more competitors left to go. They include the best of the best, including the top veterans and the stars. Will any of them clear stage 1 and join the 3 clear stage 1 so far? Find out next time.